Okay, this is me, and I'm playing amateur plumber today, trying to save myself a little money. I'm working on my boiler system, which I've learned a lot about because I had a $2,000 repair bill from my plumber, which I didn't appreciate. It seemed kind of high. And right now I'm replacing the primary circulator pump. Was scared to death that I might flood my mechanical room here, but thankfully I figured out the water flow and got the water off to the boiler. And thank you to some of those YouTube people out there shooting YouTube videos, which tend to help things out a little bit in terms of helping amateurs with their projects. But this kind of tells me what I needed to do. There's one valve I turned off over here that goes into the hydronic system. It goes into the expansion tank, so it's the water that feeds the system. And then I turned off another valve back here. You can see it. It's just under the circulator pump. And it's, yes, that valve right there. It's going to be right under the circulator pump. And that valve feeds water back into the boiler unit. And then the third thing that I did is right here in front, this little faucet drains the boiler, drains off the water so you can get the pump out without flooding the mechanical room. And that was really important for me, not to flood things up. So there's this other system down here that has shut-off valves around it. And these are only for the domestic hot water. So the cool water flows in over the heat exchanger and then back to the hot, and it's distributed throughout the house. And I don't have to do anything with these to change the primary circulator pump. These are isolated from the pump because this boiler keeps the domestic hot water separate. It's a closed system separate from the water pumping through the floors. So, and this system down here with these mixing valves, these two valves down here, let me just point to one. This valve here and that valve there can be used for me to flow some vinegar solution through the heat exchanger to clean any buildup out of there, which I'm sure there is some. Anyway, I'm getting now ready to reinstall the circulator pump, and I'll just hope like heck I get it right. I'll just do a little cleanup and reinsert the pump. It wasn't too difficult. I'm thankful for that. I figure it probably cost me $400 to have the plumber come out here and replace this thing. The only hard thing about it really was reaching the bolts. They're kind of tight when the circulator pump is in there, but you just have to keep working at it till you get them off. Anyway, so I think when I restart this thing, I guess I should just record this so I have it for future use, but I'll reinstall the circulator pump back here, and then when I get it all tightened up, what I need to do is turn the house water back on over here by the hydronic expansion tank. Turn this valve back on here under the circulator pump, that one right there. And then I'll need to restart the boiler. And before I restart it, actually, I want this drain valve here to be open to allow water to start circulating through, because they tell you on these circulator pumps, don't run them dry. In fact, I think I'll just pour a little water into the circulation pump because it's water that takes care of the bearings and lubricates the bearings. Anyway, so that's my little video about fixing the boiler. This is the second job that I've done. The first job was I replaced this little computer here, and the big thing was there's a flow switch over here that I had to clean out. I disassembled it and cleaned it out. It was creating a problem. Anyway, I won't go into that now. That was another whole deal. Anyway, so overall happy with the system and just trying to learn my way through it so I can do the repairs on it in order to conserve cash in the future. So that's my story, and this is what I did on Sunday, July 17th, 2011. Bye-bye.